Welcome to Creative Tien channel. Today I have a very simple project. We are going to need a head from a rectangle piece. This is not my invention. The idea comes from the sewing pattern. I see a lot of head sewing from knit fabric. And if we can sew from knit fabric, we can knit it by hand or from a knitting machine. And for all of my projects, I always start with a sample. The yarn I'm using today is worsted weight yarn. This one is cloudbone alpaca worsted, but I believe they are all discontinued. So it doesn't matter which yarn you use, you just have to make a sample first. And I always give a few different tension. I start with bigger tension, the 9, 8, and 7. It's better if you make a bigger sample, you will be more accurate. But since this is just a head, you will not make much difference. So I decided to go with tension 7. And here is my swatch. 4.5 stitches by 5 rows for 1 inch square. And for the size of the rectangle, it's almost like a square. The width is your head circumferences. And the normal size is about 20, 21, 22 inches. And because it's stretchy, so it's really not that critical. I use 21.5 inches and times 4.5 stitches per inch. I have 96 stitches to cast on. And for the height, I keep it the same, 21.5 inches and times 5 rows per inch. So it's 107 rows. So I will cast on 96 stitches and 107 rows for tension 7 on my LK150 knitting machine. So I will cast on from left 48 until right 48. And I'm just going to use basic E-rub cast on and knit about 107 rows. And don't forget to hang your weight. And reset your counter. And we'll knit 107 rows. I have 106 rows now, and I'm going to bind off. Now I finished the rectangle. It's almost like a square. And I'm going to fold it in half. So the wrong side is facing out. And I'm going to sew up the sides, but leaving a small opening, maybe about 2 inches, so I can turn the piece inside out later. I will use a yarn tail, or you can cut a new piece of yarn and thread through the needle and just sew it down, leaving an opening, and then continue sewing to the end. You can use any type of stitches. For example, the mattress stitch. Now we finish sewing up this side. You can see we leave an opening here, maybe 2.5, 3 inches. Now it's the magic part. We have to fold the piece down, but instead of just fold down directly, we connect the top right corner to the bottom left and the top left corner to the bottom right. So this is the twist. You'll be like that. And now we have 4 layers here. We want to sew the top and bottom layers, so we push the center 2 layers in, put it away a little bit, and align the top and bottom layer, only the top and bottom layer. Now I put the pin so it's more secure, only the top and bottom layers, not the middle one. And then we can start sewing from one side. And after we take off pin, you'll be continuous. We just keep sewing until we go back to the first point. So I thread a long piece of yarn and starting from this corner. And I'm going to go this direction and then just keep going. And I just try to keep it even, maybe go through every stitch to matching both sides. After sewing, that's what it looks like. There's a little twist in the center. And now we just have to find the area with the opening so we can turn everything inside out. We are almost done. You can start to see the twist on the top. There's actually a hole, but because it's double layer, you don't really see it. If you want, you can close the hole, but it's kind of nice, just leave it like that. And this is a line we just sewed. And here is the opening. We just have to sew it close. After we sew it close here, the head will be done. That's the final head. You can see the twist in the back. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next week.